Expressed in the following sponsored program are not necessarily those of KSCO Radio, its staff, management, or advertisers. If something is said with which you disagree, please call us during the program in order to help us balance comment.
Good evening and welcome to Off the Lip, the show about surfing and skateboarding. If you'd like to join the show tonight, give us a call at 831-479-1080. That's 831-479-1080. And now, here are your hosts for tonight's program, Neil Pearlberg and Terry Campion.
Good evening and welcome to another edition of the Off the Lip radio show, broadcasting from Santa Cruz, California, right here at Pleasure Point. First time ever in 130 shows that my co-host Terry Campion is not in studio. Other than that, he's been out of town. He was last seen sucking down beers at the Surf City Sandwich Shop with Paul Figliamone, otherwise known as Fig. TC, if you're still down there at the Surf City Sandwich Shop, put the beer down and come on down because the radio show just started. Unbelievable. Only on the Off the Lip radio show with your co-host, still be drinking and not on the air. I'm going to see what kind of shape he's going to be because Fig was pouring some mighty strong beers. I only had one. It was very tasty. But tonight, for the second week in a row, we just kind of headed off a little bit of what we normally discuss, which is something to do with surfing or skateboarding. And tonight in studio we have something maybe comparable. I'm going to see what the audience thinks. A little bit comparable to surfing, and that would be the sport that we're going to discuss this evening here in studio with the one and only Mr. Carson Klein. Now, a lot of people don't know who Carson Klein is, but he's the guy that I happened to jump out of an airplane with last week and who saved me from utter death. According to Adam Replogle, well-known surfer. That would have been utter death. Utterdeath. Also in studio is Matt Rosado. Did I get that right?
Yes.
Who was supposed to be my tandem partner, and when I looked at him a few weeks ago, and when he was surfing, I'm going, dude, you're too small to be my tandem partner. The guy weighs like 5'8" and weighs about $110. Good, no. So I'm really stoked that actually Carson Klein was my tandem partner for my one and only one. I think I'm one and done. One jump. What do you think?
Nah,
I don't know. I can't think if jumping out of a plane was a good idea or a stupid idea, or if I'll do it again. I'm thinking about if I do it again, I got to land on the beach.
Yeah, that's the beach is going to make it a little bit better, but why cut yourself off with one? There's so much.
The whole thing was
that
the whole thing. If anybody is thinking about jumping out of a plane or wants to jump out of a plane, now is the time to ask some questions, because you can call in and talk to these guys right here at KSCO tonight. 479-1080 is the phone number. If you're considering jumping out of a plane, want to know what it's like to jump out of a plane, if you do have a complete fear of heights, which is called, is acrophobia? I think it's acrophobia. Is that the fear of spiders or fear of heights?
I don't know. I don't believe that the fear of heights actually exists.
What do you mean? Really?
It's so foreign to me. I can't believe that somebody could actually be afraid of falling through space. It's such a beautiful experience. Everybody needs to try it at least once.
I don't agree with you on that. I don't agree with you on that.
That's okay.
I'm in disagreement.
Agreed.
I'm still wondering where my co-host is, Mr. Terry Campion, which is now that the clock is ticking, 7-11, still not in the house. Still drinking at the Surf City Sandwich Shop. Boy, the Surf City Sandwich Shop is getting a lot of plugs tonight. So, Carson, you do surf, right? But your gig is jumping out of a plane. Tell us about your gig. Tell us about yourself a little bit, please.
So I'm kind of an air sports guy. I love skydiving and everything that goes with it. Base jumping, paragliding, also fly helicopters. And I guess I'm kind of a bird stuck in a human's body, I guess you could say.
Now, base jumping. Now, how long has that been around for? Because that's a sport that's like, there are no mistakes. Hashtag no mistakes. Hashtag, what are you thinking?
Yeah, base jumping has kind of a weird stigma to it. Everybody thinks that base jumping is a crazy man sport, but really there's a lot that goes into it behind the scenes. We're all just kind of living life and trying to live it to the fullest, and that's what base jumping is for us. And we don't just haphazardly go and find a cliff to jump off of or a bridge to jump off of. There's a lot of training and a lot of experience that goes into it before we make that first jump.
Okay. So when I jumped out playing with you,
That's the first step.
Yeah, it was the first step. The whole thing was a harrowing experience, but I think I loved it.
Yeah, I believe it.
I'm admitting it right here on the air. I think absolutely. Once you stop messing around with my head, spinning the whole parachute was below me thing. When you started spinning and doing these complete U-turns, was frightening. But the whole experience was like, it was akin to surfing in the fact that you got to surf. It felt like you were surfing a 12,000-foot wave, but there was no one out there. It wasn't like you're fighting the crowd at Pleasure Point, fighting the crowd at Steamer Lane. There was no one out there. You were surfing.
Yeah, that's
air.
exactly it. I mean, it's a complete sense of freedom. You're out there by yourself, three-dimensional space, and you can kind of do whatever you want.
Right. Now I just got a text. On the way is Mr. Tyler Fox.
Oh, T. Fox.
Right, who is a legendary, up and coming legendary maverick surfer, who it seems like now he's turning his love for. I'm gonna ask him, but he's really into this skydiving.
Yeah, Ty, Matt and I had the pleasure of teaching Ty how to skydive, and he picked it up really quick. It was really fun teaching him because the guy has mad skills, and it was an easy process for us to teach him how to fall out of airplanes.
Right.
I think he's got some pretty awesome goals ahead of him, where he maybe he'll enlighten the audience a little bit later as to maybe what he's got planned. But look forward to seeing some cool stuff coming from T. Fox in the near future.
So he's jumped out of the plane how many times? And how many times do you have to jump out of the plane in order to be able to do it by yourself?
He's almost at 50 jumps now.
Okay. And who are you?
Matt Rosada.
Matt, okay, now what's your gig over there at Surf City Skydive, right? Skydive Surf City?
Yes, that's
Which
right.
is it?
It's
in
Skydive
Watsonville?
Surf City in Watsonville.
All right. You a teacher?
A tandem instructor there.
A tandem instructor.
Yeah.
So you taught Tyler as well?
Yes. Yeah, I took Tyler to the wind tunnel for a lot of experience to get him ready for the sky.
I didn't get no wind tunnel experience.
A lot of people don't. That's like if you want to keep going, that's where you go. And it kind of helps the progression move along a little quicker.
Right.
And kind of helps you be a little more air aware of your body and what's going on.
Okay. Base jumping. I want to talk about that tonight a little bit because obviously that's progressed since. When did that start? It seems like it's a new sport. And these wing guys, you hear bad news on throughout Facebook and social media, and then you see these guys jumping off of cliffs and so forth. A crazy thing. It just seems to be, and going crazy speeds.
Yeah, the sport has evolved immensely. It's actually not that new of a sport. People have been doing it probably since the 80s, maybe even the late 70s. Yosemite was one of the first places people started jumping off big cliffs, half domes, 5,000 feet. So it's almost like a skydive, and jumping with skydiving gear. The gear has evolved, so it's become a lot safer, and a lot more people are doing it. Obviously, everybody's seeing the wingsuit stuff now, and anybody who sees wingsuiting is, it's something that they're putting on their bucket list, as they say,
right?
To do.
It's not on my bucket list.
No.
But who's texting me here? Acrophobia, fear of heights. Acrophobia is a fear of heights. Arachnophobia is a fear of spiders. Okay, whatever.
There's a fine line.
Thank you for that. Who did text that in? Oh yeah, my friend Lance texted. Thank you very much. You're listening to the Off Flip Radio Show. Where's TC at? Oh, we've got TC's not here yet. He's still at the bar. Oh, TC's coming in. Okay. We're very lucky to have TC. By the way, the Surf City Sandwich Shop, we are, the next 4 weeks, going to be coming up with the Off the Lip Radio Show sandwich for the Surf City Sandwich Shops. All you have to do is email me at otlradioshow, otlradioshow@gmail.com. Oh.
There he is.
OTL Radio Show. TC, raising the breathalyzer, please, right now. Yeah. The show started at 7:06. Where you been?
I was having a very important meeting with a sponsor.
With a sponsor?
Yes, of the show.
Are we coming up with a Surf City sandwich?
I think it's a good segue right to that, by the way.
Off that radio show. This is Carson, by the way. You would have met if you were here on time. This is Matt.
Matt Carson.
They're our guest tonight.
Awesome. I was just hearing about the wing suit.
Yeah.
You were listening to the show on the radio, but you weren't on it.
I was driving over here. I was like, it was great.
You realize you're the co-host.
I was like, God damn, I better get down here. But listen, I had a big, important meeting with a sponsor of the show. I had to hang out.
Can we go to commercial?
Might be a good time.
We're going to go to commercial.
Okay.
Hi, this is Tim Lostelot, head golf professional at De La Viega Golf Course. We have a very busy month upcoming here at De La Viega. Think about joining us for one of our many worthwhile fundraisers. We are hosting the Santa Cruz Board of Realtors on Friday, August 21st, Senior Legal Services on Friday, August 28th. Think about joining us for the Santa Cruz Police Department fundraiser on Friday, September 11th. Lastly, the Volunteer Center fundraiser on Friday, September 18th. And don't forget to mark your calendar for the first annual Surf City Golf, Surf, and Skate Classic coming up on Friday, November 6th, all here at De La Viega Golf Course. For information concerning these events, please call the golf shop at 831-423-7214 or visit us on the web at www.delaviegagolf.com.
Whole body cryotherapy is a full body exposure to sub-zero temperatures to decrease inflammation, increase cellular survival, decrease pain and muscle spasms, and promote overall health and wellness. It is not a medical procedure in the U.S., but a non-invasive option for people seeking faster recovery, more energy, relief from aches and pains, better health and sleep, even skin beautification, and weight loss. Widely used in training and wellness centers and spa-like settings throughout Europe, it's now here in Santa Cruz at Santa Cruz Cryotherapy, located at 1220 41st Avenue, Capitola. Book your appointment today at santacruzcryo.com or call us at 831-288-2882 and mention this KSCO ad and receive a 10% discount off all package deals. And your introductory session is just $35.
Hey, it's Julie from Toyota and Sign of Santa Cruz. I want to introduce you to our new slogan. Why drive over the hill when the big store is right next door? The all-new Toyota of Santa Cruz. You have to come check out this dealership. It is amazing. 50,000 square feet of state-of-the-art service and sales. Over 500 new, used, and certified pre-owned cars and trucks. And our number one commitment is to save you time and money. And you know what else we're proud of? Our customer service. And that's why you guys keep coming back. We take care of our customers. So get down there, check out the dealership, buy a car or a truck, make me happy, and have a great day.
And we are back with the Off the Lip radio show here on KSCO, broadcasting from Santa Cruz, California. And yes, in studio is my co-host, Mr. Terry Campion, fresh out of the Surf City Sandwich Shop bar.
Thanks, Fig.
Came with a big glow. Want to congratulate Lori today for surfing her first wave.
Lori went surfing today.
Yeah, caught her first wave. But let's talk about you and I Pilates last night, TC. You challenged me to hot Pilates.
I did.
That joint in Aptos. I made it.
Is this my time to comment
You know
on
what?
your making it?
You know what? You know what? You look.
I saw a whole bunch
You know
of.
what?
Well, I just
No,
want to say.
no. Go ahead, because you looking like a sweaty pig is not a good look.
First off, I saw a whole bunch of struggle with you last night.
You,
just
you
to
were
let
dying,
know.
dude.
I don't know, man. I was on my feet, and you were like still on your knees.
Baloney.
I was-
I know. I had the whole thing down.
Okay, we're gonna video our next rematch.
Please do.
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna do it in wetsuits too.
I hope
so
my
we-
wife's listening. She's gonna.
Good. Let her
She's
listen.
falling over laughing
know.
right now.
You know what I want to talk about? I want to talk about the Sharks, because our guest tonight, Carson Klein, here with Matt Rosado. Carson is a licensed helicopter instructor, and he's been buzzing over Manresa.
Well, yeah.
Okay, and what, Carson? Tell us what you've been seeing at Manresa for like the last week.
All right, so yeah, I've been here for about a year and a half, and
Yeah.
I haven't seen any sharks. I kind of thought that they didn't even really exist around this area, but
they
this
do.
last week, yeah, they definitely do. We were flying out with specialized helicopters up over the beach, and looked down. Sure enough, there's a shark, and a little bit further, there's another one, and there was probably 20 sharks, great white sharks, between Manresa and Shipwreck, and a lot of surfers. There was at one point there was a shark that went right underneath.
Well, you got the Club Ed Surf School camps going on right now.
Yeah, there was a lot of people in the water, but it turns out that I don't think the sharks really like surfers. Yeah, they weren't bothering them too much.
Well,
And you saw an orca too. You seen some orcas?
Yeah,
Which-
today.
which- the orca's the CHP of the ocean.
Right. Yeah. So
Right.
today, right off of Moss Landing,
Right.
right there in the trench, there was a pod of about 4 orcas, and I guess 5 minutes before I got there in the helicopter, they just taken out a dolphin. So I guess it was a pretty amazing sight. We unfortunately missed it, but we still got to see the orcas. They came up, surfaced a few times,
Okay.
and a bunch of whales out there as well.
Right.
It's really cool.
So Matt, we talked before the show. You're a tandem instructor,
Yes.
right? You have a fear of heights too?
Yeah, of course.
You have no. You don't mean of course.
Yeah, I believe
No,
a
you're
lot
a
of people have
I think
a fear
you're
of
full of
heights.
crap, because you're telling me you're a tandem instructor, but you're afraid of heights.
Yes, very much so.
I hope you get paid good for that if you have a fear of heights.
No, it's just you get comfortable with the equipment, and I think it kind of helps subside that fear, but it's always there for sure.
Who is checking the parachutes before you jump out of a plane?
We do.
Yourselves.
Yeah, ourselves. We have a guy who packs it for us in that environment. In the
Where's the end of the food chain? Who's the guy the guy's packing the parachute?
yeah, that
And
guy.
you check it too?
Yes, of course.
After he's already folded it up.
Exactly.
So you got to make sure you're bros.
Yeah, you don't want to piss him off. For
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. The guy who packs your parachute. You
Yeah,
got to be like,
exactly.
send him Christmas presents,
Exactly.
right? Yeah, that's
Buy him
important, man.
beers,
Sure,
all
yeah.
that good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep him happy.
TC, you jumping out of a plane anytime soon?
No.
No.
Well, I've been married 32 years. I have 3 rules.
Mm-hmm.
I can't fly in a helicopter. That's one of my rules.
Right.
I
No.
can't-
Not your rules. It's
My
your
wife,
wife's
yeah.
rules.
My wife has 3 rules for me.
Right.
I can't fly in a helicopter because I've snowboarded, and I've always wanted to go on like the tallest mountain and get dropped off by a helicopter. So nope, I can't have a
Nope.
street. I can't have a street bike. I can jump a dirt bike across the Grand Canyon, no problem. She's down with that. But I can't ride a motorcycle on the street.
Right.
And there's one more. What was it? I forgot. that.
Jump out of a plane.
No,
You
yeah,
can't-
she
you
won't-
can't-
she'll- yeah, oh yeah, exactly. I can't parachute. Yeah, that's
Right.
it. Helicopters, parachute, street bike.
Okay. So
All else is good.
I want to. My tandem instructor is right here. How did I do?
You nailed it, man. You did perfect. I didn't even know you were scared of heights, to be honest with you. I thought you were just
No, when they open that
cool,
door,
calm, and collected.
No.
Wait,
No.
I have a question. Was he wearing
He was
short
shitting
shorts
his
that day?
pants.
Was he wearing short shorts?
He was wearing diapers.
Because the
He slapped a
photos.
pair of diapers on him just
Last-
in case. Like
well-
the boys are looking out for me. They didn't want to get me to get messy. So,
He
the
texted.
depends were on.
He texted me a picture last week. I jumped out of an airplane, and I was like, "Dude, you forgot your pants." Because it looked like in the photo, because he didn't have pants on. I was like, "What the heck happened?" So were they short shorts?
No.
No,
No,
literally,
it
it
was
was
a
a diaper and a long shirt. Literally, depends and
Okay.
a long shirt.
It's all coming together now. So
Let me
okay.
Let me explain this whole thing, okay? Before I embarrass myself.
All right.
Thanks, Carson.
By the way, if you look at
No.
offtheRadioshow.com, there's a photo of this photo that I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And you can judge for yourself whether
It
Neil
was-
has
okay.
pants on or not.
It's for a video. Okay, it's for one of the new videos I'm doing with Santa Cruz Waves. It's diaper diving. It's called.
So you actually were wearing a diaper?
Well, I had him over my shorts to begin with, and they all like, no, that's not a good look. So I took the shorts off.
And did they do like a stool sample after you jumped out? What'd they do? Did they check? Was there like corn in there or something? What's going on? Was that the idea? You didn't squirt a little out of there, did you?
Don't tell me if you did, please. I don't want
Well, that's right. You guys were touching, huh?
we were pretty close.
Hey,
Has that ever happened?
No, not to my knowledge. No.
How many jumps do you have? Tandem.
Tandem, I have around. I think I've taken around 8,000 people on skydives.
Anyone wear diapers?
No.
First time?
Actually, nope. This was the second time.
Really?
Yep.
First guy was 98 years old.
Yeah, actually, Nina Dobrev brought a couple of her friends out to skydive Hawaii when I lived out there, and as I was playing around, they all wore diapers as well.
Okay. And how was Neil compared to like the 8,000 other people you've jumped out with?
Well, I thought Neil was just a really quiet guy, but turns out I guess he was a little bit scared.
Yeah.
The whole
When they
time
opened the
he
door, the
didn't
first
say a
person
lot.
gets out and they were gone like the blink of an eye. That's when I started to worry.
Yeah. I heard you didn't go out. Did you
I went
push
out-
him out? Did you
Yeah,
actually
well,
push him?
No.
It's kind of a group effort,
Yeah. It's like you don't have
He's
choice.
got-
You know. If I'd have come down on the plane,
He's got to get his legs out the door, and then gravity kind
yeah,
of
I couldn't get my feet out the damn.
But did he say hold it, and then you were like, we're out of here?
Yeah, I don't exactly remember. I think he was pretty much was ready
I
for
think
it.
if it's time to die, it's time to die.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
he had
Time
a
to
good,
go. Time to go.
He had a good 15-20 minute plane ride to kind of get it
Yeah.
together.
Yeah, a plane
Okay.
ride. That wasn't
What-
a plane. No. Hang on a minute. that thing you drug over.
What'd I
was
call
not
it?
Was not a plane.
I called it
That thing was-
a hippie bus with wings.
That thing was a Volkswagen bus with wheels. When we're going down the runway and they asked us to move over the wing because we couldn't get off the ground, we
Well,
had a
that's right.
problem.
Well-
they disconnected the light, the alarm that tells you you're not taking off because you got too much weight in the thing. That thing's been disconnected.
Well,
the alarm button.
we are off our weight challenge, as you know. It's you would have been a 190 svelte 190. That plane would have taken off with turbo. You can't even comment to that.
I
can
can't
you?
even comment.
Yeah.
This portion of the show is brought to you by. Yes, Santa Cruz Groms, a wonderful outdoor-based after-school adventure, which doesn't include parachuting. It's a program for kids from K to 6th grade. If you don't like your kid, I guess you can push him out of a plane. I don't even know. That includes water safety, surf lessons, beach activities, skateboarding, hiking, and rock climbing. Santa Cruz Grom staff is properly experienced, trained, and certified. They want your kids outside. Let's get the kids off the phones, off the iPads, get them outside using their imaginations, being active, all the while embracing our local environment culture, which you can see from 12,500 feet. And they even provide transportation to certain parts of the county. Go ahead and mention the Off the Lip radio show and receive one free trial day. For contact, further info, go to santacruzgroms.com. You know what, TC? I think I'm going to have to jump out of the plane again. Depends.
You told me yesterday you want to do it again.
I'm going to go down there to. You know what I'm going to go do? I'm going down there to the Patrick James, getting myself a tuxedo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm doing that. Route.
Are you going to
I'm doing the
propose?
James-
Are you proposing to somebody?
No,
What are you doing?
Proposing. I'm going the James Bond route.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm going that. What do you think?
Well, it seems is it addicting?
Well, I think these guys are.
These guys, because they might know, because I have some friends who started jumping out of airplanes, and it became like obsession. It's almost like tattoos. You get one,
Well,
you
look
got to
at
have 100 of
Look
them.
at Tyler Fox. He's
Totally into it.
He's totally into it.
So is it it must be the rush, right?
Yeah, absolutely. What do you think, Matt? It's addicting.
It's addicting. It's progression. Everyone wants to progress, right? So you keep in it. You keep going with it.
So you do a flip the first time. You're like, I'm doing 2 flips next time. I'm
It's
doing
like the
3
first time you
flips.
catch that first wave. It's that feeling is amazing, right?
Yeah,
And you're
okay,
chasing that.
I got a
feeling
question
forever.
for you, Carson.
Yeah.
What's
How
that?
are you going to die?
How am I gonna die?
Yeah.
Probably old and lonely.
Okay.
Well, that's a good answer. for
Base
somebody who-
jumping?
I hope not. No.
Okay, good.
Yeah, we'll keep it as safe as we can.
Matt, you?
I'm gonna keep it positive and say old in my bed. Yeah.
Wow.
When you hear the news, if you see these people that are skydiving Yosemite and all the accidents that are taking
Yeah.
place, that goes, it's on they make it the forefront of the news.
Yeah, it's
What's that? How do you?
that's the rough
How's
side
that
of our
sit?
sport.
How's that sit with you?
That's the rough part. That's the rough part of our sport. It's hard to explain that. Unfortunately, we've lost probably 4 good friends this year.
Right.
I lost
just this year.
Yeah, just this year. I mean, I was just in Norway in July and June for a wingsuiting event, and 2 of the people that I was there jumping with, 3 weeks later, were no longer on this planet anymore, and that's tough to swallow. But the cool thing is that they died doing exactly what they love to do.
Right.
And so that gives you a little bit of peace of mind to understand, that we're doing something that we're really passionate about doing, and we're not just sitting on the couch watching life go by. We're actually out there living life and living it to the fullest, and getting as much out of it as we possibly can.
Do you think these guys like Tyler Fox, Peter Mel, Skin Dog, these guys that are Grant Twiggy Baker, these guys are going out and finding the biggest waves in the world.
They're crushing life.
Right? Do you think the next step for them is to jump out of a plane and get their... I mean, the waves can only get so big. The ocean can only get so big. Do you think that's going to be the next thing? Because it's akin to that.
I don't think it's for everyone.
Right.
So, surfing for them is what skydiving is for us. Obviously, it can transfer to different people, but yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't think that they would keep going. I need to risk my life even more. I'm not sure they're necessarily doing it for that reason yet.
Okay.
Well, it's adrenaline junkies. A good friend of mine, Jim Rippey.
Yeah,
Jim Rippey's he's a
Jim's a base jumper.
Yeah,
he did one of the first snowboard base jumps.
Right, exactly.
Ever.
Well, Jim, I've known him for a long time, and it was like he had to jump off biggest cliffs on a snowboard. Then it was, I'm gonna do a backflip on a motorcycle. I'm backflip on a snowmobile. I'm gonna drive a snowmobile off a cliff. It just kept everything. It's a Shane McConkey. Everything has to be. We got to raise the bar. How far does the bar get raised before? So that's the question that we ask ourselves.
In our sport, is like in wingsuit base jumping, for instance, it seems like there's a pretty consistent. Everyone pushes it to the limit until an accident happens, and then everyone backs off. And then
real quick, I mean, I've seen these videos of guys who jump off this giant mountain and they're flying in their wingsuit, and they go through a cave. And what's next? That we're gonna barrel roll through the cave. I'm gonna pop a balloon and smoke a cigar when I go through the cave. Like when. We're always trying to raise the bar, because when you raise the bar, you get paid.
Yeah, that's kind of it. But I think everybody has their own personal goals too, and obviously, with the way social media is now, the more hits you get on social media, the more money that's going to come flowing your way, which in turn helps us kind of perpetuate our dreams of going to exotic places and jumping off cool stuff. So you got to keep that revenue coming in somehow. And if you have a full-time job, unfortunately, you can't train and do the things you need to do.
Do you still enjoy people like me? Teaching people like me?
Oh, absolutely.
You do?
It's
still fun?
Hold on, a guy jumping out of an airplane in diapers has got to be the huge plus.
Could you not mention that again?
I get to take people.
I jumped out of a plane like James Bond. Are you kidding me? I was about to save the world. Let's get the diaper thing out of it.
Okay.
Matt and I, for work, get to go to work and take people on an experience that sometimes changes their lives, and puts a smile on their face. It's very rare that we land and somebody isn't smiling.
TC, I might have to go do it. These guys are talking me into doing it again.
Let's do it.
For sure.
This portion of the show is brought to you by Slidertown, TC. Do you think Kevin's jumping out of a plane?
I don't know, but he might want to.
I don't know. Slidertown T-shirts available where?
The Boardroom, Santa Cruz Apparel, Pack Wave, made in Santa Cruz maybe. But the finer shops of Santa Cruz.
The Slidertown T-shirts. Looking good.
They are looking good. Kevin's a great guy.
T-shirts, right?
Yeah.
Hats.
Yep.
Got all the gear.
If he's listening, I got that check for you, bro.
You got You get the check?
I got the check.
Oh, there's my picture right there. Look, me in diapers. Look at that. Chris has got it. Hey, onto the darn phone.
That's
You're listening to the Off the Lip radio show here. We're talking some skydiving, base jumping, diapers, TC's alcohol problem. Talking about it all tonight right here on KSCO. Chris, we are going to go to commercial right now. We'll be right back on this very short break. Don't go away. Listen to Neil and TC off the Off the Lip radio show.
This is Brother Timmy.
And Cleo from Cleo's Corner at Puna Hawaiian Grill.
Featuring wraps, teriyaki bowls, plate lunches, amazing and creative salads, vegetarian and gluten-free options, and over 20 different types of poke, all made to order, fast, fresh, and healthy. And what's your favorite, Khalil?
The chicken fingers.
located at 120 Union Street in downtown Santa Cruz. Call us for takeout at 831-426-PONO or check us out on the web at ponohawaiiangrill.com. We put the ono in Pono. Yee-hoo.
Hi, this is Steve Pereira, the beach guy at Bailey Properties in Santa Cruz, California. My wife Diane and I are experienced realtors who know and live at the beach, and we've been bringing the coast home to you since 1982. We'd love to help you sell or buy your slice of paradise here on the Santa Cruz coast. Please give the beach guy a call at 831-818-7064 or give Mrs. Beach Guy a call at 831-818-5939. Also, please drop into our website at lifesofbeach.com and check out our available coastal properties. Remember, no one knows the turf. Near the surf, better. Cowabunga.
What the heck is the Food Lounge?
We're a dynamic, community-minded event venue in downtown Santa Cruz, focused on local food, art, and entertainment. The Food Lounge profiles rotating pop-ups, flash dinners, guest chefs, classes, a monthly artisan food market, and more special events regularly. Featuring only Santa Cruz breweries and ciders, a local winery of the month, and artisan spirits at our full bar. Available for your private or corporate special events. Hey Neil, tell them what's happening this week at the Food Lounge.
Okay, then at the end of that commercial. What's going on in the Food Lounge this week? Guess what, TC? Okay, TC, here you go. God, this show is turning into a big mess. This week, I am the guest bartender at the Food Lounge.
Love it.
First Friday. What's going on at the first Food Lounge this Friday is... Where the heck is it? I am the guest bartender this week, TC. You gonna
What's
come
your
down?
special drink?
The local photographer Teddy Miller will be there from 5 to 9 Friday. I am the guest bartender. Big Poor Neil, they call me.
Okay,
Big
first
Poor
off,
Neil.
whoever is in charge of that bar, there go the profits.
Hang on, we got phone calls. Yeah, I know. I know. Good evening. Who's this?
Hey, Jim, Seaside.
Jim Seaside. How are you?
I'm great. Hey, I have a parachute story from an old guy, if you guys want to hear it.
Okay, sure. Make it snappy.
Oh, okay.
Snappy.
Well, way back when, in '69, I was in Okinawa doing free fall.
Okay.
My first jump was from 12.5, and after that we went out for a bigger one at 22.5,
Nice.
22,500 feet. Yeah.
22,000 feet.
Yeah, and we're flying in a C-130. It takes us like an hour and a half to get up to altitude, and flying over a small island called Iashima, right off the coast of Okinawa. In a C-130, the ramp goes down, and there's nothing but Pacific Ocean out there.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm first in the ramp, right?
Yep.
And the ramp's been down for like 20 minutes.
Right.
And I think these guys are messing with me because I'm first in off the ramp.
Did you jump? Did you jump?
I did. But it
Attaboy.
took a while. The light turned green.
Yep.
They said go, and I go, hey, these guys are messing with me. There's nothing but ocean
But you
out
jumped,
there.
though, right?
I did.
Attaboy. Attaboy.
Well, yeah. But, I came out, did my tumbles and everything out of the turbulence, leveled out, and I saw this little bitty island that can't be 2 miles long.
Wait a minute.
if
What's your name?
that.
Give me your name again. Jim, right?
Jim, yeah.
Jim.
Jim,
you told the story before on the Update Radio Show. This is the second time you told the same story.
Oh, well, I didn't know. I thought,
did.
I thought there was different guys.
No, we heard the same
Anyway.
story. Thanks, Jim, for calling. We really appreciate it. We gotta move along.
Okay.
We love you, Jim. You call back. You call back
Thanks,
another.
Jim. That's
call
awesome.
back
Thanks, Jim.
Call back in like
Okay.
December with the same story. Thanks, Jim. Okay, who's this on the phone? Jim's told that story before. Who's this on the phone?
This is Dina.
Dina, how are you, Dina?
I'm really well, thank you very much.
Good. Thank you for calling.
You're welcome. I was just catching a little sort of snippet of the show just then about how these, these jumps are possible to make just as anybody off the street.
Yep.
If they're in good condition.
I can attest to that.
Well, it kind of dawned on me if these fellas are jumping in the Monterey Bay area, if that's sort of their base, Bay Area, Monterey Bay, it's got to be gorgeous, one, beautiful. But guess what? I imagine there must be all kinds of really interesting people who want to jump. And so my question is, while you're in the studio tonight, can you, I don't know, recount one or any interesting little vignettes of characters, people who, who are, whether they're celebrity in a kind of matter-of-fact way or a celebrity in another more esoteric way. I don't know. Is it possible that there's geniuses who are jumping out of these planes with you and you know who they are? Or just the garden variety?
Good question. That's a very good question. Thank you for calling. I'm going to take it off the air. Thank
I like
you.
that.
That's a good
Clint
question.
Eastwood
Thank you.
jump out of a plane yet?
Yes, Clint. Yeah, jumped. Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't jumped with Clint personally, but I have strapped Ozzy Osbourne to my chest. He didn't jump, but his son Jack jumped. And
So what was Ozzy doing?
That was in Vegas. He was just going for what we call a spectator ride.
Right.
And in order to keep it safe, in case something happened to the airplane, I got to strap him up. And Jack was doing some sort of TV show in Vegas. And Ozzy was there. Sharon was there. The whole crew was there. Other than that, Nina Dobrev jumped with us in Skydive Hawaii. I'm not sure. We just had a kind of a big webisode character come to Skydive Surf City. I wasn't there. I can't remember her name. But But anybody can come jump at Skydive Surf City here in Watsonville.
Well, how much is it to jump?
Yeah, that's a good question. I was going to ask
What's
that.
the price of that?
It's a couple $100, but
Right.
it's well worth it.
Yeah, it's definitely well worth it.
Absolutely.
So, like, if any embarrassing moments, like, you're strapped to like a Playboy bunny or something, like, I mean,
yeah.
Or Neil in diapers.
Yeah.
Is it ever getting
Yeah, once again in Hawaii, I got to take a playmate. I thought it was just going to be a topless jump, but we got out to the plane and it became a full nudity jump. And
Really?
Yeah.
Sign the waiver.
It's pretty fun. Playboy TV. It's
Really?
somewhere on the web, I'm sure.
By the way, TC, real quickly before we go any further, this portion of the show is brought to you by Felix.
$100. I saw him today.
I saw him yesterday. Is he jumping out of a plane anytime soon?
I bet he would.
I bet he wouldn't.
I think he would. Felix, he's listening. Call in, Felix.
722-4060. If your board needs to jump out of a plane, if you need to jump out of a surfboard and plane that gets broken, take it to Felix. He'll fix it. In fact, they could land right there in Felix's parking lot.
But wasn't that kind of a big thing for a while, like surfing?
Sky surfing.
Yeah, is that around anymore?
Not really. It was
because that was on the X Games, wasn't it, for a while?
It was Gravity Games.
Gravity Games, yeah. Oh, jeez. Felix might be into that.
Yeah, wingsuiting's kind of taken over from the
It's
sky
kind of the same
surfing.
principle.
How did you graduate from parachuting to wingsuiting? How did that?
You want to take that
It's
one?
it's a slow progression. Just you start out basically skydiving, obviously, and then you go to base jumping, no suit involved, and then you start skydiving with a small suit, something that's very manageable, like you would with surfing with a big board.
Yeah.
You start out big, yeah.
Yeah.
And then in skydiving, you start out small and then work your way bigger to a bigger suit that's more manageable, and then you take a smaller suit off a cliff to a bigger suit off a cliff, and then you progress from there.
So how fast are you going in a wingsuit?
This guy goes really fast.
Like, what's that?
He
What
just
is that?
got second out of every competitor that's really competing in the world in Voss. So he's going to be competing in China. And you're looking at like
competing in China in what? In World Games or what is it? What is it?
It's an event called the World Wingsuit League Grand Prix,
Right.
and they've been having it for the last 3 or 4 years. I was fortunate enough to participate last year and did pretty well, and this year I'm going back in October and hoping to the first place is $30,000. So
Really?
I'm
Wow.
shooting
That's kinda
for,
handy.
I'll
shooting
buy a
for
couple
that.
of wingsuits.
Yeah.
How
Now-
much are wingsuits? Are they expensive?
Wingsuits they're right around $2,000. Squirrel, if you guys want to check them out, there's an awesome website called squirrel.ws, www.squirrel.ws, and you can kind of get all the information about wingsuits you want off.
What's your top jump so far in a wingsuit? The one that is the pinnacle.
The one on the mantle?
The pinnacle.
Yeah.
Man, that is a hard question.
We ask the tough questions here on the
Yeah, that's
on
a
the
tough
Off
one.
the Lip Radio Show.
Yeah,
Okay. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and we're tweeting.
You can check us out on YouTube.
On it, offthelipradioshow.com.
Everywhere.
Tweeting it to YouTube. We're on it.
There's different regions that really kind of stick out more than just one jump, but Switzerland and France are really great places to go and visit and jump. And, anything that you can kind of get close, a safe distance off the ground and fly, the proximity to the ground, it's pretty incredible.
So your pinnacle is what?
Anywhere in Switzerland is amazing because it's accessible, super accessible, so you can do multiple jumps.
Is it legal?
Yes.
So you can go jump anywhere you want to?
Well, not anywhere you want to, but for the most part, yes.
Yeah, Yosemite, all the national parks. The United States makes it really tough for us. It's unfortunate because, all the big, beautiful cliffs are all in national parks, and there's an old law that kind of prohibits us from base jumping. It's called illegal air delivery, and it was meant for, like, the trappers and stuff back in the day, guys parachuting in supplies when they were doing trapping and different things out in the wilderness areas, and they've kind of let that roll over into encompassing base jumping in those parks, and it really just shuts us down. In fact, that's part of the reason why Dean and Dean Potter went in recently, and we jump at dusk in times when it's we have a less chance of getting caught.
But not the safest.
It's not the safest because we lose a little bit of visibility, and when the sun goes down, the winds start to change, and the mountains become katabatic.
With the criminal element,
what does that mean?
Katabatic means the winds are kind of coming down mountain, so you've kind of got a downward flow. It's not really helping us.
Oh, look at T-Fox here.
Look who rolls in here. Mr. Tyler Fox, yeah.
Amazing. Well, Mike, quick question while you guys are on the criminal element of base jumping. Either one of you spent a night in jail?
I haven't spent an entire night. I've definitely I've spent a few hours kind of held up. There was a fun jump I did in Las Vegas off of the Palms one New Year's Eve, and I ended up getting caught by the security there. But I jumped off of Marcos Andretti's balcony with a few other people, Travis Pastrana and Kid Rock. Actually, Kid Rock was holding on to me saying, you can't do it, can't do it.
Kid Rock jump?
Kid Rock.
Did he jump?
No, he didn't jump. He was telling me I couldn't jump. And I told him, you got to let go of me so I can climb back over this rail. And the second he let go, I just did a big front flip off the Palms. And,
wow, I bet he liked that.
He did. He actually he went to bat for me and got me out of the security detention where I was being held.
Wow, right on Kid Rock.
Yeah, Kid Rock's the man.
All right.
You're listening to the Off-It Radio Show right on KSCO. This portion of the show is brought to you by People's Coffee and Live Oak. Is serving hands down the best coffee. Get your phones ready. Get on the phone because you're going to get some free coffee if you're the fourth caller. People's Coffee is giving away free coffee on the Off-It Radio Show for the next few weeks. The fourth caller to dial 479-1080, that's 479-1080, gets a gift certificate for $20 worth of coffee. We're going to get a commercial where we come right back. We are in studio right now, fresh from Suda, I'm guessing.
Probably.
Mr. Tyler Fox, well-known legendary surfer and star and co-star of the new hit show.
Neil, you're the star. Quit joking.
The hit show, Santa Cruz Waves TV show. Check it out at santacruzwaves.com. This is Neil and TC. Tyler's here. Carson's here. Matt's here. TC's here. We'll be right back after this very short break. Don't go away.
Jeff Winterhalter from North Bay Ford, proud to sponsor the Off the Radio Show. We're here to support the local surf community with a full inventory of trucks, hybrids, and plug-in hybrids. Come see why the F-150 has been the best-selling vehicle for 39 years. We have the perfect surf vehicle in stock, the new 2015 Ford Transit van. We have a model that will fit your needs. Come to the no-hassle, easy place to buy a car, no stress, no drama. We make it easy for everybody. We're locally owned, locally operated. North Bay Ford at 1999 SoCal Avenue or www.northbayford.com.
Hey, Dave here from Kayak Connection. Looking for a fun family activity on the water? We've got the perfect venues and equipment that's just right for kids and novices. And for the experienced paddler out there, we've got the cutting-edge gear. With both paddleboard and kayak rentals, tours, lessons, and retail in the Santa Cruz Harbor and Moss Landing's famed Elkhorn Slough, you can't go wrong with Kayak Connection. Maybe take a romantic starlight tour with us in the Elkhorn Slough and be amazed as the water beneath you glows with each paddle stroke. Or a wildlife tour in Santa Cruz where you'll see otters, seals, and maybe even a humpback whale. An experience of a lifetime, I guarantee it. Come experience for yourself or with friends and family the paradise of Monterey Bay's phenomenal marine life. Visit us today on Facebook or kayakconnection.com or call us at 831-479-1121.
Chill Out Cafe on 41st Avenue, Santa Cruz is not just a block from some of the world's best surf, but it is also where you can go relax and order the tastiest grub before and after your sesh. Plump burritos, fresh salads, sky-high sandwiches, and a superb selection of hot and cold drinks. They have something for you. Go to chilloutcafesantacruz.com to view their menu, and to place your order to go, call 831-477-0543. Chill Out Cafe, where they roll the fatties.
And we are back with the Off the Lip Radio Show. Just want to say kudos to Brian Stowe, who came on the show last week. And at the end of September, we're going to have Brian Stowe Beach Day, because one of the things that Brian requested, I asked him what he would like to do, and Brian said he wants to go back to the beach. So the Off the Lip Radio Show, if anybody else wants to help out, is taking Brian to the beach in the last week of September. More details to follow.
How funny is Brian Stowe?
He was very funny, dude.
God, go watch. Anyone listening, watch that show last week.
He was great. He was
hilarious,
awesome.
yeah.
Doing good. And also, if you're listening, if you are watching on the YouTube, SantaCruzWaves.com or on YouTube, the show is being streamed live. The new Off the Lip Radio T-shirts
dun, 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 dun.
are available. You guys say hi. How are your T-shirts looking? They're looking good. We got some friends from Fremont who drove out to pick up the T-shirts. The portion of the proceeds from the T-shirts are going to the Brian Stowe Foundation. In studio right now, just joining fresh
from Suda.
I think he's from Suda. I'm guessing Suda.
I heard they had a martini special.
I was actually.
This is Mr. Tyler Fox.
Hello. Yeah, at an event Joey Wolf was doing at his gym, Paradigm Sport.
Okay,
pretty cool thing.
Plug for
Getting,
him.
Yeah, he's getting people fired up on fitness, and
that's cool.
It's pretty cool to be there.
I want to ask you a question. You know, obviously you surf Mavericks. You're one of the competitors in Titans and Mavericks, and now you skydiving. It's been a big thing. It's become part of your repertoire.
Well, how many jumps, Tyler? Do you have?
How many jumps you had?
Everyone judges it.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
How many
right.
jumps
Yeah, I mean, it's a small little goal for me, but I got 50 recently, so
50
jumps. Yeah.
Wow,
that's a lot.
Thanks to huge thanks to Matt and Carson. These guys have been my mentors along the way.
Are you a sponsored jumper?
No.
No.
Have you jumped
far from
Have
it,
you jumped
but-
out of the plane in the diaper yet?
I have not.
No.
You know?
I mean, you didn't know.
Has there been a time you wish? Has there been a time you wish you were wearing a diaper?
There was that time you got to need a little bit of a pickle.
What?
You got a little bit of a pickle.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I that was a scary moment. I pulled a bit too high. And kind of turned my parachute a little bit more towards jump run, which means the line that everyone is jumping out of the plane, and somebody behind me almost flew through my parachute.
Yeah.
My mom's in Italy,
Yeah.
so
She's
I don't
not
think
listening to
she's-
this.
Yeah, so that's the only reason why I'm saying this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mom is not available.
Yeah.
With that said, is that your only parachute? Is
No,
there
you
have
have
a
a,
spare, right? A little emergency one.
Yeah.
So if someone jumps to your chute, can you both like throw your? And by the way, you guys, have you ever had that happen? A situation similar to that?
If they go through your chute, they're probably going to go through you because it's above you.
Yeah.
So it probably wouldn't end well.
Any close calls for you guys having to deploy the second chute?
Yeah, it happens. Maybe 1 in 1,000 jumps, you'll get it's kind of a scary situation. Most of the time, it's pretty standard because of the equipment.
Mhm.
But sometimes you'll get some weird malfunctions that you're not used to that you have to deal with as they go.
TC, I just backed up. I was going to go again, but the 1 in 1,000 is not long enough odds for
Well,
me.
they're at 999 right now. You ready to go skydiving?
Yeah. Okay. Point Break Live. When Keanu Reeves jumps out of the plane without the parachute. Is that crap?
No, Travis Pastrana did that, right?
Did he really? Did Travis Pastrana do that?
Yeah, Travis Pastrana did it. My buddy Scott Palmer actually was the guy that caught up and hooked him up, and then Scott
rode him.
Palmer Yeah, rode him.
You're jumping out of a plane without a parachute.
And then Scott also did it again. It's been done a few times. Other people have jumped out of an airplane without a parachute and have flown back into the same airplane with wingsuits, right? And,
Really?
Yeah. So
It's
there's all
always
sorts
like,
of cool,
what's
crazy
next,
things.
right?
Yeah, what's
You know?
next? Okay, what's next for you guys, Carson? What's next for you?
For me, I'm kind of focusing on the wingsuiting and just getting fast. Got this big race coming up in China, the WWL.
So you guys
Prix.
are racing next to each other?
Yep. Well, it's a head-to-head race. We jump off a cliff in Tiananmen Mountains in China, and we just go as fast as we can. It's a little bit of a drag race. We're just charging and pointing our toes and sticking our.
Is
head
it like
to the
swimming? You gotta like shave your body and no facial hair.
No, we're all suited up. We have full face helmets and try to be as aerodynamic as possible. But
And do you wind tunnel that? I mean, is it that serious? Like, are you like really putting that much effort into it to make sure you're the fastest?
There's a lot of guys that are putting a lot of effort into developing our suits and making sure that we have the fastest suits,
Mhm.
and then we're just doing our best to try to make sure that we can fly those
How
suits
about
as
you,
fast
Matt?
as possible.
What's going on for you? What's the next step for you?
Next step for
Give
me.
him the headphones. Give him the headphones, Tyler, so I can hear what he's talking about. What's the next step for you?
Next step for me is maybe just continuing going to Switzerland and flying some really nice lines and getting some really good footage. That's probably all my goals are as far as that goes. I
Okay.
have some projects lined up where I actually want to fly through some small holes in
You do?
some mountains, but we'll see. It's kind of a lot.
Yeah, let's just
a long
why don't
way
you
to
think
go.
about that a little bit longer?
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
think about that. And Tyler, how about you, Tyler? What's going on in your skydiving career?
Well, I want to get like just one foot after the other. I want to get my B license, so being able to jump over water.
Yep.
And so I guess the next thing would be to I from what these guys say, you get pushed in a pool
Yep.
and you have to come up and not get tangled and learn how to come out of the water.
So you have a lot to learn, in other words.
Oh yeah,
A lot to learn.
I mean, this sport is like surfing, where it's
Okay.
probably a never-ending learning
Yeah,
process.
potential. And my question is there a non-parachute wingsuit landing?
There's one. Yep.
Yeah, and
one that was actually officially done and meant to be done. There's been a couple where guys have actually lived through going through some trees without a parachute out, but I forget what was his name? Cunningham?
CC. Carson, I want to thank you. We got to go because the end of the shows. You guys got to come back.
Yeah,
We're not Carson.
But is that
Matt?
You guys, is that in your future? Is that
Yes!
something?
I would love to land a
Absolutely.
land a
Tyler,
plane without a parachute.
Okay,
We
so
love you,
our
Tyler.
goal is that we're gonna
Matt,
read about
thank
you guys.
We're going to Star Benny.
on.
Woo!
Thank
Chicken
you.
piccata at Star Benny
I'm
tonight,
ready.
TC. You hungry? Get to Star Benny. You got the good chow.
You know what?
What?
This whole idea of trying to land without a parachute is
Yeah.
insane. And you guys, good luck with that.
You know
It's
what's
amazing.
insane?
Yeah.
Is jumping in a plane wearing a diaper. Number 2 is insane.
And no corn.
Born free.
You've been listening to the Off the Lip radio show on KSC. I want to thank the sponsors for listening to the show. The T-shirts are available. The proceeds go to Giant Brian Stowe Foundation. I want to thank Chris, our engineer. I want to thank Chad, who's taking care of the live stream tonight. I want to thank our audience this evening. Thank you for coming in. We love you all. Stay tuned for another Off the Lip radio show next Tuesday at 7 p.m. Good night, all.
Your source for news, sports, traffic, and weather. AM 1080, KSCO, Santa Cruz, San Jose.
Couples seeking marriage licenses. Correspondent Dan Raviv has the latest.